I'm pretty sure we've all seen the creepy zombie movies, and if you're like me, you stopped watching from about 15 minutes in. Majority of us would like to think that none of that could possibly be true or a real thing, but what if I told you that there is something like that actually out there? It'd be crazy, and you probably think I'm lying, but it's true. It's a real thing, and it's called walking corpse syndrome. I had to kind of forgot what it was called. There's a lot that goes into it, but I'm not going to spoil anything because we don't do spoilers here. Also, if it appears that I'm talking really fast or I may be like fidgeting a lot, it's because I've said it, I'm gonna be saying it in a couple videos. I'm in pain, okay? I got a procedure done and I am in pain and I'm tired. So bear with me as we get through this video together. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, please make sure to like and subscribe to become a part of our growing art family. And without any further introduction, let's begin. Okay, let's talk about what is going on with this drawing. First off, I already have the sketch done because I've said it once and I'll say it again. Sketching while recording sucks, so I'm not gonna do that. But regardless, we are going straight into the outlining of this drawing. The plan is first outlining, then doing base colors, and then doing shading, and then doing the background. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna look good. So if it looks a little funky, just trust the process. Trust me here. And as you watch me do that, I am going to explain what this syndrome / mental illness really is in the first place. It is called walking corpse syndrome, and the symptoms of it are a little bit disturbing and they range as well. Some people who are affected with this syndrome believe that they are deceased, while others think that they are missing organs or limbs. Some people actually believe that their body is actively rotting on them as they believe that they are deceased, and thus that decomposition process has begun. And the crazy thing is that this syndrome is very, very rare, but at the same time, there seems to be so many different ways that you can end up getting it. Like, looking at this list, I can guarantee you've probably gone through something that could have left you at risk of going through this. There are things that can be expected, such as brain damage all the way to substance use and a lack of sleep, which I know that you most likely have. Though people with this syndrome don't actually have something physical going on with them, it can definitely manifest as something physical. For example, some of the people that have this syndrome, because of the fact that they don't believe that they are alive, they may not take care of themselves as they should, which means malnutrition, dehydration, and also just a lack of general hygiene. So that kind of makes it, that really makes it significantly worse, because now you're actually seeing this stuff physically manifest in front of you, but because of reasons that are different than what you might initially believe if you have this syndrome. There are so many strange things about this syndrome that you will see from the story that I'm about to tell you that really just doesn't make sense. There was a guy named Graham, and he went through a pretty terrible and traumatic incident. When he woke up in the hospital, he believed that his brain was no longer there. He didn't think that he had one anymore, and he thought that he was actually deceased. Even when he was communicating with the doctors, he was like, there's nothing you can do for me because I have no brain, which of course wasn't true, but for him it felt completely real. Basic human senses he began to lose, like his ability to smell and taste. He also didn't feel the need to drink anymore. So it was like the signs that your body gives that you have to do certain things to take care of yourself seem to have completely left him. I can see how after going through such a traumatic experience and then not being able to have those functions that let you know that you are still here and you're not dreaming can make you feel like the world is just a little bit more bizarre. But that's not where it ends. When doctors looked at his PET scans, they noticed something extremely odd. His brain functions on the scans showed that of someone who was under anesthesia or sleeping or even in a coma. But he was alive, walking around, communicating with people, something that he really shouldn't have been doing according to his PET scans. There didn't seem to be much of an explanation for this, as it was something that even this doctor hadn't even seen for 15 years, which means that what he was going through was extremely unique and could explain why he was behaving so strangely, but it's still gonna explain why he was even up. Like, he should have been in a coma, but instead he's alive talking to people, but feeling like he's deceased. Thankfully, in this case, he did end up receiving help through therapy and stopped feeling so brain dead. He was able to feel alive again, and from the article, seems like he was able to regain a lot of the stuff that he had lost during that time period. Now, he still has moments of feeling strange and like things are very bizarre, but he did seem to make a pretty great recovery. My goal with this drawing is to show how people with walking corpse syndrome feel on the inside, like how they feel like they're being viewed and how they view themselves. It's not very much fun feeling like you are deceased and you're not. It's not very much fun having walking corpse syndrome, and even Graham did admit that he felt like he couldn't find joy in his life. So I really wanted to capture that sadness and that meekness and that like 1,000-yard stare, 100-yard stare in this drawing. Though this is a very interesting condition to have, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. The more that you look into it, the more that you realize how depressing and sad it is for someone who's dealing with this. It makes me really grateful that it is very, very rare, because if this was a common thing, oh my gosh, it'd be horrible. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it would be to take care of yourself. Ensure that you are looking out for your physical health, but also your mental health. And I hope you enjoy this drawing. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I really do hope that you liked the drawing. I kind of liked it, kind of didn't. There are a couple things that I would want to change, make him look more, what's the word? Raggedy. I don't know if that's the word that I'm trying to use, but I wanted him to look a little bit more rough, and it's not giving rough enough, but it's okay, because make another one another day if it's that deep. It's not that deep. I really hope today's video inspired you to draw something, and even try drawing for studying. That also helps me a lot. A little tip there. Draw something for your physics class, for your biology class, for your chemistry class. It makes it so much better. Like, it helps take away some of the boringness of it, and you learn at the same time. So win-win. Thank you for watching this far in today's video, and if you did end up enjoying, please make sure to stick around to become a part of our growing art family, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!